Your low back is stiff, right? Reason 5,212 why you should have a stability ball. This will help loosen things up. I'm just going to show you a couple of exercises. 3. So that's technically a few. First is a reach, roll, and lift. This is just a real good, nice, feel good exercise. Pay close attention. It's not an ab roll out, right? What we're going to do is hands up on the ball. I want my palms pointing up towards the sky, or palms, so thumbs or palms towards the sky, not down or in. All right, so up. Elbows are straight, as in locked, right? Squeeze those triceps. I'm going to bring the ball out in front of me and watch my hips. What I'm going to do is I'm going to push my hips back as I reach the ball forward. So I'm reaching and rolling, hence reach, roll. So I'm going to push the ball. The sides of my arms and hands are on there, and I'm just sitting back, right? Deep, deep, deep. And I'm just dropping my hips down through my ankles and my head to the shoulders, and you're just going to roll back, right? So big stretch in the lats. So all through here, you're going to feel some fun stuff through your back. And then the lift, you're actually keeping the elbows straight, and you're going to kind of karate chop down through the ball and come up. So reach, roll, really stretch into this position, and then lift back up. Reach, roll, big deep stretch here, and lift. Now, another one that's really gentle, and this will look a little bit like another exercise, but it's not the ab version of the exercise, right? So we've done the ab twisters. What we're going to do is a very gentle stretch using the ball. So I've got the ball up against my butt, I've got my calves together and on top of the ball, and all I'm going to do is go side to side like the twister, but shoulders stay down, palms flat, right? I'm holding myself to the floor with my hands, and I'm just going to gently roll. Do not let the shoulder come off the floor. You're going to feel big stretch through the quadratus lumborum, so that the low back kind of on the side here above the hip, and it's going to reach through the low back and into the mid back, right? And maybe even up into your T-spine, your upper back. So just gently side to side, just keep the shoulder down and let the body slowly stretch into it. Inhale, bring back to center, and then exhale as you let your legs drop around the ball kind of. So basically what we're doing is we're unloading the abs so that we can stretch the back. So same basic move as the ab twister, but much gentler on your back. And it does start to train your obliques. So if you're on the comeback trail, right, and you've lost your core and it's been 6 months, this is a nice one just to kind of break in the abs for twisting motions. It's also going to stretch out your back, make it a little bit more limber. All right, now the third stretch is a back bridge. Back bridges are scary. You're going to end up with your head upside down. I had to work into these over a long period of time, starting back, I can't even remember, probably in the 90s. I had this idea that I wanted to do a handstand, but I couldn't get upside down. I had like vertigo or something going on. So I started working with the stability ball, and it turns into a back bridge. So the idea is I'm supporting my entire back on the ball. My hips are just on the edge of the ball. I'm going to straighten my knees and let all of this relax. I'm going to try and let my legs fall off the ball. Now to do that, I've got to relax my upper body over the ball. This is the hard part for a lot of folks. Now, if you need to be here, you can do that. Straighten those legs out, bring the arms back. It'll keep you balanced. You'll be able to relax and stretch some of the midsection. If you can go further back, right? Now we're getting a little upside down with the head. Arms could be at the side or straight back if your shoulders allow. Notice my hands are touching the floor. You may be up here. If that's the case, find the spot where you can relax the arms on the floor and it doesn't hurt your shoulders. Eventually, it'll be all the way back here. So I'm just relaxing on the ball. Big belly breaths in. And I'm just letting my body relax kind of across the top of the ball. I'm letting the weight of my legs pull on my hips. I'm letting the weight of my shoulders and arms pull on my shoulders and chest.
and there's just this great stretch through the abs. You may feel a lot of tightness, and it may not feel like tightness in the belly. It may feel like tightness kind of inside your body, right? Still stretch it. Those are your hip flexors, right? Kind of the back side of the abdominal wall, reaching across your hips. So they kind of reach from the lumbar spine out and across this way and down to the front of the thigh. So back of the body, front of the body. But that's part of the stretch you're feeling. If you sit a lot, if you drive a lot, this is going to feel wonderful after you relax into it. Now, when you come out of this, notice I'm going to just roll forward, bend my knees. Right? You may be a little lightheaded after that, so be cautious. Right? Just sit up and get your bearings, and when you're ready, you can stand up. But that back bridge on the ball is incredibly wonderful for stretching out the hips, and the trick is to relax there for longer than shorter. So if you can hang out there for a couple of minutes, 2 to 3 would be my best guess. Usually you find after about 2 minutes, the tightness in the low back and the hip flexors starts to let go. And that's when you don't want to get off the ball. You want to stay there and let it go even further, right? So that we can add some flexibility, add some more range to those over tight muscles. So try those. It takes a few minutes. Do it once or twice a day. It'll loosen things up. If you've got a stability ball in your office, there's no reason why you couldn't do reach, roll, and lift in the back bridge once every hour for a couple of minutes. You'll feel better. Enjoy.